Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday morning. It is a little bit past 11 a.m. That can only mean that it's time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Happy Friday, everybody. Gotta make sure I don't spill my coffee. Yeah, it's gonna be another coffee morning. It's been one of those kind of weeks full of first world problems. Fuck. Today is Mrs. Thunderhand's birthday. Biggity and I took her out on Wednesday. That's why there wasn't a Generation stream. So we took her out to Disney all day and all night for Wednesday. Biggity and I had to work in shifts, so I took her out during the day. And then Biggity stayed with her throughout the night so she could see the World of Color show there. I didn't get home until like 11 p.m. But I had to pick up Kachi from school. We did all of that. All right. So it's nice. Apparently, I'm not going to be alone in the Buffooncraft server today, because Dora's in there. I'll switch over to the display scene. She tells me she's in there to get her mind off of things with a little bit of mining. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I can see, you know, because that would be kind of hard to do in skies. There's nothing to mine. All right, you can all see that, right? There we go. Oh, hey, there's something I didn't think about. Let me do this. Display. You know what? I'll probably take that out a little bit later. I usually don't like to have something over there in that corner that's blocking out the chat, so you guys can see the chat in the game. And so my banner, my banner with all the names on it, you know, needs to be moved up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit of the chat down there. Or I don't know, buffoons people. Maybe it's good that you don't see the chat. It's less of the VOD I have to edit afterwards. Okay, so we're doing this. The last time we had completed at least the surface of the ring for the hole out from which our giant Formorian sea dweller is emergeth from. And, boy, could I have stated that more awkwardly? Probably not. Give me time, right? The stream is still young, people. But yeah, so I've got the main block. I'm going to use this tough brick. And so I've finished the surface part of it. I'm going around the edges now and filling in the edges. That's what I was doing the other day. I'm thinking I'm going to drop the edges by about 3 blocks all the way around. Maybe. I think I was removing this part the last time. I removed the part opposite the canyon over here on this side. I need to dress that up a little bit. I need to pull some of that away. And then I wanted to make this. Yeah, I need to do a little terraforming in this spot over here too. That was the idea. What do I have in my inventory? It's mostly the mined materials, so I need some of this. Right, and then it's a... So I'll do a little bit of the terraforming around here. And let's take a look at what we have here. I already brought this all the way around in this direction here. I left this sand dune here up against the side. But I do have this stuff here. I want to lower this one a little bit, I think. Yeah, then when I come around to here, let's have a look on this side as well. right, I'm doing well here, it appears. Got all of this. I could lower this one down a little bit. Right? Okay, I think I know where to pick up from. From where to pick up. Let's head over here and let's try that. We'll go drop off some blocks. Do a little inventory management, and then we'll get right down to working. Hey there, buddy. You're looking dapper today. Okay, plenty of tough that we got from our buddy Sage. The real foolish one. We can do that. And we can also do this. And let's grab some more of this stuff. Should tie us over for a little bit. And then I'm just in here, just seeing what else I have in the inventory that I can use so I can manage this stuff, you know? Here we go, I can grab some of that. Are you kidding me? Bye-bye. Any more tough? I don't think so. I think it's not. Blackstone, glass, smooth basalt. Right. Okay, I think I'm good for a little bit here. As I always state during these streams, I'm really looking forward to finishing this up. So I'm trying to keep this terraforming around the giant as simple as possible. I still want it to look good though, but again, you know, I don't want to go nuts here with this. No. Then once I get the main shape of this established with the base block for it, then we can go and we can texture it and detail it and stuff. One thing I don't like is I think the brick pattern's too small here for what I want to do, so I'm going to create an artificially larger brick pattern. So I'll be trying some things with that. I don't know if I'll get around to that during this stream, though. We have quite a bit of stuff we need to do. We have some more demolition and stuff, and apparently that takes a while. So, all right, we need to remove a little bit of this. And I thought I was going to build up something here upon which his hand can be resting, but the idea is he's pushing himself off of it. So I think I made that decision last stream. Okay, so we can do this. And I think that connects up all of this stuff. And you know what? We can carve away some of this hilltop and make this hilltop look a little bit better. We can do like... And we can bring back some of the sand for this. or not. You know, it depends on the kind of look that we can achieve here. And we don't have anything else left in there. But we're about to get a lot from that over there, so we can do that. And then if I do this right, I can enter into the... There we go, into the haste zone. But I may wind up just moving that beacon over. Hello, Dora. Thank you for the lurk. Now this, I don't want to take down this entire plateau. I just want to bring it down about maybe 3 blocks. Look at that guy over there. He's looking for trouble over there. Yeah, you just stay right over there. Yeah, how much of this to remove? Because I don't want to take this all down to 3 blocks. That's 1 block right there. That's 2 blocks. But I kind of want to keep these other features here. So I'll tell you what. Let's load up. There we go. Shapes. I guess that's this cylinder. That's good. Let's bring the radius out. And I think I'm going to bring the radius right out to this little protrusion right there. Maybe something like that. And so I'll bring this down to about there, I'm thinking. And maybe like this. And we'll sink it down. Let's bring it up by 1. All right, so we'll use that as a bound. And we won't make it exactly along this, but let's just work on knocking this back to there first. The other thing is, let's set up that beacon, all right? Because otherwise, this is going to take forever. And I would like to accomplish this in one stream if I could. All right, so this is what we're after here, folks. My silky boy right here. Boy, it says efficiency 5. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's efficiency square root of 2. All right, here we go. All right, that's a little too aggressive, pickaxe. Calm down. Things are not progressing well enough for me in Skies. Nova's been doing a lot. Even though he hasn't been on a lot, when he is on, he's so productive. He just cranks things right out. He's working on the top side of our base, our island base, and he's doing a spectacular job. Wish I could say the same of myself for the bottom side of the base. Now, granted, what I'm trying to do, I guess, is sort of difficult, but it's not really more difficult than what he's trying to do, so it's like... I really need to get in there and get my parts done. I really need to do that. How do I get out of here? Is that over here? On this side? Yeah, it is. The other buffoons have been absolutely kicking butt on Skies. They've been doing a spectacular job. Their bases look incredible. Right, tier 1 complete. Fuck. Go with... I like... What am I? I'm one iron block short? How did that happen? Oh, for God's sake. Okay. There's some iron right there. Let's go fetch some. This might be in Tools 2? I think so. No. Tools 1 it is. Where am I? Generations? Skies? Baby Zombie Rush? Where am I? Block O iron. Okay, here we go. Weird lighting effects, huh? Like the beacon here making this kind of strange lighting effect. Whatever. Let's have that haste too. There it is, people. All right, now we should be able to make some decent time with this. There, I like this better. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you know, one thing I've missed in Skies is Instamine. Although there's really not a lot of block breaking to do. Skies is very much block placing. I will say, though, that Nova and I have our stone generator, like, tweaked to the maximum now. That thing works pretty darn good. I think the only one that's better is possibly Villagers. Because it's completely passive. Ours you still have to AFK, but I can fill 3 double chests in just under an hour. And provided there's enough bottles of chanting installed in the dispenser, your pickaxe doesn't break. It's cool. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, a little something like that. Then we have to skim off one more layer, and then we'll have to try to do like a little bit of terraforming here to make it look a little better, right? And you know, this edge doesn't have to be exactly like defined by that boundary. You know, it's just giving me a rough idea, so I don't overthink. Who, me? Overthink? Never. Have you seen the stream before, people? Let's see. Okay, I think I'm good here. Maybe take out some of this stuff. All right, that's looking good. That's good enough. Let's go clear out this stuff right here. Okay. This slipping into swimming mode drives me crazy. Okay, that looks pretty good. Ugh! Please. And you know what? Just so I can get the contrast, I might actually fill this in with sand afterwards. The layer that I'm leaving behind, yeah. That might be all sand. With, you know, little patches of gravel and, you know, some outcroppings of stone here and there, but... Right, hack this off down to here. Okay, cool. Go take this out. And we'll go take this out. We'll do a little bit of inventory management. Oh, I would need to take these out too to replace them. Come on, just let me do it. Like that. And let's load up the left hand of doom. No, 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 not like that. Come on, Pete. Stop. Stop that. Stop it. So Kachi Biggity and I may try to stream tomorrow. Oh, we'll see what's happening. Kachi wants us to play a spooky game in Roblox. The three of us together doing that. And that should be funny. We're going to play said spooky game as our characters that we had improvised in the Half-Life Gmod stream. Or streams, I should say. So that should be pretty funny. So Kachi will be Enrique Pucci. Biggity will be Goob, and I will, of course, be Jordan Freakman. We'll even have our Half-Life skins in Roblox. Kachi has set that up for us, so that'll be cool. Let's do that. And that. Okay, cool. Let's go pick up some mess. Oh, and to clean things up, we said Nemo's the best for that. Right? He's really good at that. Because we can just go zipping around on this dude. Because he's quick. He's a quick boy. So we can just hover along the surface here where all of this stuff is floating. You know, otherwise I might be tempted to let this stuff just despawn, but I need a lot of this stone, actually. What I really need is a moss farm. And I think I'm going to be building one of those pretty darn soon. Maybe even next stream. Although I don't know if I should build that off camera or not. I don't know if you guys would enjoy watching me build a moss farm, but I suppose it doesn't really matter, right? I haven't built one before, but I know the principles of how it works. I'm sure I can figure out the redstone, you know? Oh, don't even start. Don't even. Come on, dude. You're supposed to be quick. Do the quick thing. Come on. There you go. You almost got it. Come on. Come on, buddy. So we will do this. Okay, and then we have a few more scraps to pick up over there, and then we're good. It's just a few leftovers. I see the lighting effects. I think that's new. I don't recall seeing that before. Maybe I just haven't noticed it until today. I actually noticed it when I was on here a little earlier prepping for the stream, and I was over near my ender chest. And so the ender chest lets off a light glow. That takes care of you, and then you too. Oops, I dismounted. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they're respawning anyway. And I don't need the zombie flesh. Thank you very much. I have more than enough of that stuff. Pufferfish, I thinketh not. All right, let's go lash this dude up. Thank you, sir. Well done, as usual. And you see, okay, inventory's all right. Let's do the sleeping thing. How are we doing for time right now? 11:38. We have 22 minutes until the ad break. Okay, cool. I keep double tapping the space bar because I thought momentarily that I might still be on Nemo. Brain, please. Come on, man. Come on. All right, let's go around the edge here. Let's take a look at what we have. I think we're all filled in there. That looks good. Okay. Then coming around here, I think we're okay here. Is that a regular boy over there? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. All right, so next we need to bring down this hill right here. This is a little too much, I'm thinking. So I want to go back a little bit here. All right, so let's just skim off layer by layer. This will free up a lot of sand for us to then replace in other areas. What, am I out of the range of the beacon once more? Really? I think I have more than one beacon. Maybe I should just go around and set up several beacons around here, right? I mean... So Disney with Mrs. Thunderhand and Biggity the day before was fun. Usually Disney's quite a struggle for me, but it's good because of Biggity. I didn't have to stay there all day. That's my boy, man, helping out his old man. But we mostly stayed in the California. We didn't mostly. We did stay in the California Adventure Park. Wow, that was hard to get out. And it was pretty busy. Busier than I normally would have expected for that day. But still, we managed to get in a decent amount of rides and stuff. Something like that. Right here with this. There we go. And again, we don't have to strictly keep to this, right? We're doing natural stuff here, so just gives me an idea. do like this. There are some bits over there that have to come down. Cleaning up our mess here. It started to get hot again here in SoCal, but next week it's supposed to cool down. We're supposed to get some rain again, which is going to be nice. So nice. We've enjoyed an unusually cool and wet and long winter. So the heat wave was just like for a couple of weeks. So all the plant life in the yard is looking very, very well right now. The lawn looks good. The trees look good. Plus it's very comfortable for us. There's moisture in the air. It's nice on the sinuses and the lungs and stuff. Let's bring this all down here. It's all sad. Biggity has to go back to university on very, very early Sunday morning. So we really only get him for tomorrow. And then he has to go back. But he's finishing up his third year, his junior year in his electrical engineering program, which is incredible. That guy is something else. Okay, cool. All right, so we need to take this down by about well, now we're at the highest point, so we need to take this down 3 levels. 3 levels. All right, so let's start by skimming this level off the top. But again, once more, we're out of range of the beacon. Should I move that over to here? Yeah, why not, right? How are we doing inventory-wise? Let's go manage the inventory, then we'll move this over to here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should see if I have another beacon. That's what I really should do. Right, we did mention that earlier. Brain came up with a good idea, so, you know, let's not reject the brain when it comes up with a good idea. It's so rare. Let's do that. I think we may have to set up with some more chests here pretty soon too. All right, let's take a look. We said it was what, tools 1, and I need some iron blocks. Even if I don't have the beacon itself, you know, just to get the iron blocks from the pyramid, and then I can just run around and build a few pyramids, and then I only have to switch the beacon on the top, right? Okay, pal, let's go over to the iron farm, shall we? Come on, bring me up. There we go. Now, the iron farm is actually over that away. But I'm coming over here because I need a few things. Come on, dude. You can do it. That's a good boy. Yeah, we need to do something about this. I should have taken this out of my inventory first. Whatever. Is it nighttime out here? No, it is not. I think it shall be soon, though. Yeah. Yeah, let's go do Dora a favor. Dora a favor and do the little sleeping thing here for her. Take a wee nap. Hey, pal, remember us? Been a while. Huxley! Now see, there's going to be a nice perimeter road here that goes around the edge of the island like this. Hey there, Mushi. There'll be some like docks here and things like that. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. See, we'll be able to take the perimeter road here around the edge over there to the fire, or to the iron farm. I guess I should have let the villagers sleep a little bit, right? So we could watch the iron farm work. Skip still hasn't seen this, so. And of course, you know me. I'm not exactly humble when it comes to this iron farm, so I don't mind showing it off a little bit and doing a little bragging. Because it's cool. And I just saw Bubbles a little bit earlier. Where is he? Is he over there? Yeah, there he is. See, we should be getting an iron golem spawning there, but I'm thinking they haven't slept. There he goes, back up to the top. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's because they haven't slept. I need to let them sleep at night, and I think I'm sleeping and resetting the day so fast they don't get a chance to sleep. Yeah, I haven't been AFK over here in quite some time, as you can tell. Mushi's everywhere. But see, this is what I want to see on the Mushroom Island. I want to look around here. I want to see Mushi's everywhere. Everywhere. Because they're so silly. Look at him. Look at him over there over by the bee farm. Look, see, he sees us. He notices us. Oh, what are you looking at? There might be some over here, too. Yeah, it looks like there's one on the far side of the goat farm. Is there one hiding down there? I think so. Yeah, there he is. What are you looking at? Says I'm out of here. Let's see. So we've got. Now we have enough to make 7 levels, and we only really need 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got plenty here for that. Where are you, Bubbles? Oh, he's back down there again. You can see these dudes are panicked. Although I'm not seeing the beds. I only see one bed. What happened there? Are they just not rendering in? Yeah, they're just not rendering in. Okay, there they are. There was some mechanic about the beds that I learned the other day too. Something about They have to be able to stand next to them or something like that. I know the pillows have to be facing away, and they are. And see, these guys should go into a panic. There they are. See, now they're panicking away, but they're not spawning a golem. Why not? We should be getting an iron golem here. And we are definitely not. So, can iron golems no longer spawn on trapdoors? I wonder. Because if that's the case, so many iron farms are going to be broken. Java 1.21.11. Iron golems spawn on trapdoors. Yes. Okay, well. I think it's because they haven't slept. I don't think there's an iron golem trapped anywhere either. Sometimes if there's an iron golem within the detection box, they won't spawn anymore. But you can see that they're being frightened. They're certainly being frightened. I think they haven't slept. Maybe we should hang out here for a little bit. I know I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to be working on that. But, like, these guys don't look like they're particularly scared right now. Okay, maybe a little bit. What are we doing? It's noontime right now. You know what? Let's go set up the beacon and then we'll come back. And we will let night proceed. No, that's not what I wanted to say. But you get the point. We will not interrupt the night by resetting it today. God, thunder, please. So let's set up the beacon, and then we'll let night fall. Where am I going? Follow the road, Thunder. I think I was distracted because I took what was going to be the perimeter road this way earlier. And then Subbrain is like, yep, we're going back the same way. Hey, what are you doing? Ow. I'm really looking forward to building out this island. Like, this cave system down here is so cool. It's so cool. Look at all the mushies. So many mushies. Some dudes over here. Are there any up on the... Yeah, there's one over there. There's a couple over there. There's a few over there. Okay, I like it. I like it. You know, that block palette's not that bad. Get the black stone. I'm sure you get the deep slate too, but you get the black stone against the sandstone and then the bright green. Now we just got to build it out for the rest of the island. Thunder just finished the job. All right, let's bring this over to here. Where's Nemo? Finding Nemo. Over to here. Then come nightfall, I'll take a spin over to there and hey there, buddy. We'll see if we can get that iron farm functioning like it's supposed to. Come on, dude. Do your thing. We could set a few of these up on their cardinal points. do it for time. I have 2 minutes until the ad break. You know what? So maybe I'll do the iron farm thing during the ad break. No. Back over here. It's for your own good. And usually when people say that to you, it's for your own good. It never is. But in that case, Nemo, you got to trust me, buddy. It definitely is. $13, huh? So yep, right there. So this should be here. And then that should be somewhere around there. Should be close enough. Maybe right there is better? Yeah, all right. Fuck. Wow, hands, really. So I don't nearly have enough iron blocks for this, huh? Is 981, 50. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right, I need more. Well, it gives me a chance to get back to the iron farm then, if that's the case. And it's nighttime. Good, so we can do that. And you know what? I think I'm just going to swim over. I just made boat over there, too. It's quicker. Now, I think I set up the redstone lamps, so every time the tripwire is tripped with an iron golem, it should light up. We should see a light. So we need to see what's going on over here. So let's get these chunks loaded. Because this farm's too cool to break. Okay, I can see Bubbles is on module 2 right now. Bubbles is on, oh, there we go, yay! Okay, it's working. Yeah, we just needed to let the guys sleep. That's all we needed to do. Now Bubbles should proceed down to module 1. I put so much work into this iron farm, you guys. The testing for it and everything, it was so hard to do. There we go. That's what I want to see, man. Now, Bubbles should very shortly go, hey, Mushi, back to the top. One of the funniest views is from over here. Okay, he's shooting back up to the top now. We should be getting an iron golem up there. I think he's coming up here now. Here he comes. Boink. Poink. Right into there. There he goes. Has Bubbles moved down to module 2 yet? Sometimes the module will spawn 2 of these. That's how much this kicks butt. Let me see, are these 3 getting their night visitor yet? I don't think so. I think Bubbles is still dropping down through the cobweb there. Ah, there we go. Module 2. Pow, so Bubbles must be there. Pretty soon he's going to drop down here to module 1. I can barely make out the cobwebs there. Is he there yet? Oh, there he goes. And there's our iron golem. Doink. So cool. So cool. Okay, yeah, so this is back. Great. Okay, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to AFK here during the break. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to take a 3-minute break and run some ads, and after which we will be right back. Hey there, and we're back. That was a little bit longer than 3 minutes. But Biggity just came in. He's been out doing an overnighter, and he just came back this morning, so I wanted to say hi to him. Because we only have him for today and tomorrow, so. All right. Display scene. All right. And this thing should be kicking butt now that they've had plenty of chance to sleep. Dora's mining probably underground right now, so. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to AFK this thing. I haven't been out here in a while. There's enough for the 7 layer. Wow, am I not going to have enough iron? Let's see. I'm not. There's Eve. How you doing? I have more iron blocks over there, so let's go get some there. And there's Lone. And, of course, some moderation to do. Bye-bye. So you should see the... I'm doing your mic is a little on the low side. Really? All right, maybe I just got to put it a little closer to my face there. I've been trying to lower the gain on my mic a little bit, only because it's been a little too hot. Yes! Okay. So you should see the auto shoutouts up there for Dora earlier, Lone, and Eve, fellow buffoons. And, of course, number one son right there, Biggity. I've missed this place so much. I mean, look at this cave system down here. So cool. This is going to be my Mushroom Island preserve, because I always make a preserve area on a Mushroom Island, because, you know, the whole island gets developed and then, you know, you forget you're on a Mushroom Island. So I'm going to make a little preserve, and I'll have the Mushis down here and a little habitat for them. See, there's already a Mushi right there. Hey, dude. Yeah, yeah. Of course. Yeah, he's sequentially number one son. Let's see. Let's head on over. There we go. We'll finish our second half of the stream. I miss this place. Gaston! Now, I should still have some iron blocks over here somewhere. Let's see. I don't think I have a chest for them, because I try not to make storage chests for things that I have, that I create in farms, because I try to store them there at the farm. That makes sense. Nothing there. Nothing on my sleeves. Yeah, we have none. Oh, that's because I usually keep that stuff over here. Yeah, we've got tons. We're all set. How can I not have enough iron? That's ridiculous. Still, though, let me see. We're going to want that much, right? One quick way I can do this. All right. 14. We can do something like this. All right. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Like this. It's cool. Sometimes you can use the inventory slots and stuff as I could do this. I could do this, and let's just put that in there for right now. So then it will allow me to do that. Right, there we go. And then I can go like that. Great. So there's level 1. I think we already have level 1 though. So we can do, but still I like to keep these in the old inventory like this. This and what, 17? Like that, that's enough for that. And then we need 49. Because we need a 7x7. And then we need to reset the playlist. Over there, let's do that. In case Kachi comes in with, oh, so you do have a favorite. No, if it ever came to that, I'd just pit them in a ring against each other. I'd just bring them to the dojo and have them spar. Fight! Fight for your parents' love! Some of you may remember that Simpsons episode. Let's do this. Playlist, that's right. So restart that. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Betterer. We need 20, 25. And then we need 9. Like that. And that gives you enough for a beacon. But I also like to keep some ingots so I can feed said beacon, you know, to activate it and stuff. So let's keep a stack. Let's keep a stack of iron on us. And you know what? That's enough. Like that. Groovy. I think we're good. I'm winning that match for sure. Oh, you think so? Yeah, I don't know. Since I spar with Kachi nearly every Monday night. Veda, you may win that one, but gee, I don't know. Kachi punches pretty hard now, man. Yeah, he is catching up pretty quick. He's still lean, and you know, he doesn't work out like you do, but Kachi hits pretty hard, man. He does. Let's keep that out for right now. The one that brings me a Guinness the fastest. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's over there already. That's right. Yeah, because we just boated over. That's right. Get on over to here. We'll go finish that beacon, and then we'll go finish cleaning up. By the way, Eve, the base in Buffoon Skies is looking spectacular. I don't think I've got a chance to compliment you on that yet, but it is looking great. I love the statue that you've made underneath it and stuff. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Let's just bring this over like that. As a woman, that is a lot of the time shorter. Being short in a fight has its perks. I swing level. Kachi and I both have our black belt tests coming up in November. And then I think that's going to be about it for me. I think I'm getting kind of old to do that stuff. I think Biggity's been doing Kempo since he was about 4. And Kachi actually started when he was 3. It's the last couple of months of his 3rd year. Kachi's been doing Kempo for a long time, people. Let's do this. Let's just do that. Why does this look rectangular to me? Because it absolutely is. That's why. We trim this away. And then we trim this way. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's what I want to do. Let's keep one ingot out here because we're going to need to activate this thing shortly. No, Lone, I did not. But I think that's part of the problem. I wasn't counting at all. Let's see. Lone is now the counting police. Now you're still a young buck. No, I'm not. That's nice of you to say, but I'm not. Let's see. Let's go break us that. Get back here. There we go. Let's go move this over to here. Finally, we can get back to work. Mrs. Thunderhand's birthday today, as I mentioned earlier. Done. Let's see that haze too, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm 18 with almost 14 years experience. If you say so, Eve, sure. Of course, Mrs. Thunderhand, a little over 10 years younger than me, still looking absolutely adorable. Do I have that perimeter set up? I think I do. But that's what we were working on, actually. We're not ready to move over to this part yet. Okay, here we go. Oh, we have the Dolphin's Grace. Now we're going to be shooting all over the place. It's just going to make this harder. Yeah, see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about right there. Dolphin, please. I'm trying to work here. Go away. How can that not reach over to here? I mean, I know it has a 50 block radius, but it should be able to reach this far, right? I guess not. Well, I'm not moving it again. I'm just going to swim over here since I have the Dolphin's Grace. And I can go pick up some haste too and then swim on back. There we go. That's... I'm going to kill that dolphin. Live on stream. Trying to work here. All right. Hook. Let's go pick up some of that haste too, because this is already driving me nuts. All right, so we're just leveling off that right there. Oh, come on. Let me do... Let me at least do the swimming mode, all right? When I want to do the swimming mode, not when I don't want to do it. Yeah, see, that's when I don't want to do the swimming mode. Yeah, that's... Yeah. No swimming mode, please. There we go. Good Lord. And we've lost the haste 2 again. Here, how about some of the Dolphin's Grace so I can go get my haste 2? There we go. Yeah, Dolphin, make yourself useful, okay? Please. See, I wouldn't mind the swim mode if I just stayed in swim mode, or if I just stayed in standing mode. It's just a constant switching, involuntary switching back and forth that drives me absolutely bananas here. It's like, can you please, one or the other, just... Thunder hand, baby. Thunder hand. Me in makeup and a dress. Wow. I'm sorry you picture that. Yeah, don't do that while you're having dinner. You'll not have your appetite. No, you should be sorry that apparently you have the legs for. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this, and we'll do a little bit of sleeping. Wham! I guess I should clear the inventory, but I really would just like to work. Anyway, that was a sneak peek into my brain. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at this dude. Bye-bye. All right, let's manage inventory. I'm moving the beacon. I can't handle it being over there. Let's do this. We'll get Dora's sand all in place there for her like that. We'll do that and that and that. Looking good. Excuse me. 1 ingot of iron. We'll just go move this one over to there. What am I doing for time here, by the way? 38. 22 minutes left. And I have to go fetch Kachi. Cool. There's a couple of floors up there I'm going to have to grab. Let's make quick work of this. Go, go, go. And there we go. Finally. And these iron blocks are somewhat precious, so let's go grab these. Alright, we'll go set them up over here. It's like, alright, we've got that one there. I'm just going to put this right here because I'm becoming annoyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I think I should get more beacons. Maybe I'll do that off camera a little bit later tonight. Done. All right, let's go grab the beacon itself. Then maybe we can get some work done here. Sake. The man is trying to work here, you know what I'm saying? We're going with the swim mode again. Alrighty then. Let's do this. Grab some of that. Okay, that's good enough. We'll bring that down. We'll go bring that down, and then we need to take about one more layer off. I think this is 2, so 3 is down to here, right? Alright, let's go skim off some of this. Okay, we'll do that. Looks like our friendly, in quotes, dolphin has hit the road, so that's good. Maybe I can get something done now. I tell you, I'm getting major season 4 vibes from this. I've mentioned that once or twice in these streams for the for this aquatic build, but doesn't make it any less true. All right, so we have this. And that looks a little geometrical right there, but when we put all of the plant life and stuff in and around it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let's do this. And. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. All right, that'll do it. Now again, I would like to take out this stone and replace it with sand, so how's the inventory looking? Maybe I can deal with that. You nuisance. Look at you. So let's take advantage of the fact that we have the beacon here. Let's use it. Dude, I swear. I swear. So I want this primarily to be sand because the idea is to contrast it with that a little bit, so that'll stand out a little better. This, look where this is going. All right, now we can just go and place as much of this sand as we want here. And then you have you can now enjoy the ASMR of the sand placement. Or you could have before the tuff decided it was going to place itself there. Let's move that over to there. Then we have a little inventory management we need to do. Of course, as usual. Because it's Minecraft, people, that's why. Let's do that. All right. Then we'll go get Nemo and clean that up. All right, that's not looking too bad. Again, let's take a look at the time here. We have 10 minutes. Is it buddy? Let me see. We're going to very quickly run out of room here. We're going to need more chests. I'm afraid we are. Do I have any more? Because I think it's not. Okay, he's inside there. He's fine. He's gonna be fine. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Oh, look at that dude. I thought he was inside. He's not. Oh, wow. Let's get that head. That's going to be a good one. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's do some cleanup. All of this is looking good, so we'll hang on to that. And put some of that back. We'll put that in our basic kit. Do a little bit of cleaning up here, because things are getting a little out of hand. Because I need to purge inventory, and I no longer have the room to do that. All right, let's take a spin back. A lot of that stuff's probably going to despawn in the meantime. That's all right, we have so much. Go, dude, go. Goes. Shut that. We'll head up to here. And then let's see, let's do some organization here. We have some kelp. Sand plushies right there. Silverfish head, that's rare. We have some ores. Some coal. Gravel, and I usually put flint in here as well. We don't need lapis really, but we do need that in there. Stone strings, stone, tech stuff. Yeah, I think as far as granite's concerned, I'm just dumping that in there. Then sandstone goes in one of these. I'll just put the extra torches right in there. We're good. We're good. Oh, we have this. That can go right in there. Bye-bye. Great. Can we go salvage any of that stuff, or is it all despawned? It's probably despawned by now. Come on, come on. Ow! My face. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, now you can put on the burst of speed. Yeah, it all despawned. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I'm not surprised really, but it's all right. Is that a copper ingot? From that zomboid I killed earlier, probably. Do that, and we'll empty some of these out because they're getting full. We need some. We're filling in with sand, right? Let's do that. Groovy. All right, all right, all right. Let's see if we can finish this up before the end of the stream. I think I can. 2 minutes. No, I'm not so sure. This would go faster if I wouldn't keep putting myself into swim mode. And, you know, there's some blocks up top on that layer. That's fine. We're terraforming, so that's good. Almost there. And if I have to go over the stream like a minute or two, that's fine. But I do have to go get Kachi, so. And the traffic lately has been absolutely insane. So I do have to make sure I get right out the door on time. Cool. And I think that'll do it. And then we can do a little terraforming here. We can like vary the altitude on this a little bit here and there. And then we could put some greenery in there and stuff and do a little bit of shaping. All right, see, when the overlay is off, it still looks pretty natural. It looks natural enough. And then we'll have to do the same thing over here. We'll have to skim off this stone layer, lay down some dirt or some sand. We're out of range of our conduit. But I think we're good. I think we're good here. So let's see. Maybe something like that with our little shovel. See if I can get down here to the... no, that's it. There we go. Like that. Oh, is there a drown somewhere? I think I can hear him. Where are you, dude? Anyways. Something like this for our thumbnail. Or if I bring them down to like that might be pretty cool because you get the hand up there and the... Yeah, that's pretty good. We could do that. All right, let us log off. Yeah, door's still there. All right. Okay, let's head on over to the camp scene here. Of course, a fellow buffoon, OPG, is streaming right now. Society Sunlit Valley Minecraft. Okay, let's see what that's about. That's got to be some sort of mod pack. Okay, let's put the raid message in. Raid. There is a the raid message up there in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us along on this raid to fellow buffoon, one player gamer. And I always encourage the viewers to join us along on these raids, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. If you could just drop in and say hi, and if you feel so inclined, some bits, follow, some subs, that would be really, really cool. Let us set up the raid itself. I think I typed that correctly. Apparently I have. Okay. Everybody, thank you again for joining us for this stream today. Just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream we stream this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will probably be very likely tomorrow at some point. I don't have an idea of the time, but we'll have to see when Kachi and Biggity want to stream. We may not do the Kachi Time stream on Sunday. If that's the case, we'll see. But then the following stream after that would be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would be Generations, and we would be in the Baby Zombie Rush beta creative world, I believe, for that one. So, everyone, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We are raiding out to One Player Gamer. Bye for now, everyone.